India stood in line for hours upon days, upon weeks, to withdraw cash that was their own. The ruling party members in the capital distributed laddus to keep the confidence from flagging. People lived by the day and some died in the line, not of duty, but of desperation.
500 rupees.
The government stood firm and the prime mover, the Prime Minister himself, breathed fire and brimstone, because this was the fight of good over evil, a fight in black and white, where the devil was in the detail and the demon hid in common sight. The fight is on against corruption and black money. The raids are on, and hoarded wealth and ill-gotten gains will never again lie hidden from the public eye. So has been the promise of November 8th. Money keeps tumbling out of closets. Cash flows out of raids. Evil thrashes and strains at the leash of restraint. Cash, cash, cash. The demon is yet to be chained.
On the 8th of November at 8 p.m., Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced demonetization. Since then, an effort is being made by cash demons to convert black money into white, and hundreds of crores have entered the banking system. The Income Tax Department has carried out a series of raids and catching the cash demons. This axis of corruption is our top focus story.
From Delhi to Maharashtra, Rajasthan to Uttar Pradesh, the hunt for cash villains intensifies. Police and tax authorities have been on a war footing to probe instances of corruption and money laundering across the country in the wake of the demonetization decision. Under the IT lens yet again is Axis Bank. 20 fake accounts with over 60 crore rupees parked in Noida's Axis Bank, all busted in one day by the income tax officers on Thursday.
As much as rupees 60 crore in new rupees are being stashed in those 20 accounts, and all those 20 accounts, we are told by our sources, are almost fraudulent, considering the fact that in those companies are under whose name those 20 accounts are registered in here in this branch, they have in their board of directors somebody like a very normal person, like a daily wage worker, like a laborer, somebody who doesn't have the whereabouts doesn't know the whereabouts of business to be on as a director in any company.
And it's not a raid of Axis Bank. At no stage have any of the regulatory entities, shut down our branches or any such thing. We continue to, across our 3,100 branches, we continue to serve our customers.
And this was not the only raid in Noida. Tax officials also raided a jeweler who has sold 600 crores worth of gold since the note ban. Income tax officials unearthed unaccounted money worth 10 crore rupees from lockers of a Bank of Maharashtra branch in Pune. 15 lockers were raided from Parvati area branch of the city. More than 35 lakh rupees were seized in Jaipur by the Rajasthan ATS and IT officials on Thursday. 3 businessmen were arrested with charges of running an exchange racket in the city. In Meerut, more than 67 lakh rupees was confiscated in old currency by the IT officials. Just 5 days ago, over 32 kilos of gold was unearthed in a secret bathroom chamber in Karnataka's Chitradurga, and bulk seizures were made from Tamil Nadu as well.
It's not aimless fishing expedition or anything of that sort. It's very pointed, focused and very pointed and focused action, what you call a surgical action, if you can use that word, based on information.
The drive against dirty wealth has begun, and one thing is clear: the crackdown is not going to end anytime soon.
Cash being converted to gold, cash being converted to property, or at a loss of almost 40%, cash being converted into new currency. Let's focus on the capital, New Delhi first. In an upscale locality, Greater Kailash, a raid was carried out by the Delhi Police Crime Branch and the Income Tax Department. 13 crore rupees of cash was recovered. What was more shocking, while you and I wait in a queue to get 24,000 rupees a week, which we don't often get, 2.6 crore rupees in new currency was recovered from that house. The house owner, a prominent lawyer, is under the scanner.
Crackdown on black money hoarders continues. A massive stash of cash. Over 13 crore rupees, 2.5 crores in new notes and 11.5 crores in defunct 1,000 rupee notes, all unaccounted for, seized in a raid on a law firm in Delhi's Greater Kailash. The man on your screen is Rohit Tandon, owner of TNT Law Firm, who's absconding since the raids took place.
जो अभी तक पता चला है उनका ओनर जो है रोहित टंडन, वो अंडरग्राउंड है. बाद में टीम्स ने उनके रेजिडेंस छतरपुर पे भी चेक किया था, तो वो अंडरग्राउंड हो चुके हैं.
Rohit Tandon was allegedly involved in a high-profile sex racket that was busted in October this year. Not just this, he reportedly also had close links with Gautam Khaitan, who was arrested in a Augusta Westland case.
The owner, his name is Rohit Tandon. Now he has been under the IT scanner, the IT radar before as well. Around 2 months back, that's in October, there was a raid, and he had around undeclared. He declared 125 crores under the IDS. Apart from this, he's been under the IT scanner, where he even had a deal recently. There's a house in Jorbagh, which the deal was for 100 crores.
Police and tax authorities have been on a war footing to probe instances of corruption and money laundering across the country in the wake of the demonetization decision. On Saturday itself, the IT department confiscated new currency worth over 5 crores and over 32 kilos of gold in the secret bathroom chamber in Karnataka's Chitradurga district. Bulk seizures from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kolkata have been unearthed in past 3 days.
Raids were carried out almost across the country. Apart from 2.6 crore rupees in new currency in Delhi, money was also found in Jaipur. Almost 2 crore rupees in a series of raids. Delhi, Jaipur, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai. The big question is, how is it that common man struggles for money, but hoarders get crores of new currency? Did the government not foresee the weak link in the chain, the corrupt in India's banking system?
Massive cash recoveries across the nation. Raids on banks, post offices, private firms. Government's biggest crackdown on cash hoarders trying to turn black money into white. IT officers on 9th of December began raids on an Axis Bank branch in Delhi's Chandni Chowk. And the probe continues, threatening to blow the lid on the biggest banking scam post-demonetization. A money exchange racket operating from Chennai was busted at 8 locations, where rupees 170 crore in cash and 130 kilo of gold were seized. In the financial capital Mumbai, cash worth 75 crores recovered from 10 banks are under the ED scanner. At a law firm in the capital, 13 crores of cash, more than 2 crores of it in new currency, were seized. 2 people were arrested in Gujarat's Porbandar with rupees 25 lakh in new currency. In Hyderabad, surprise checks were conducted by Postal Department's vigilance officials, leading to seizure of new currency notes to the tune of rupees 2.95 crore. It was not just currency. 32 kilos of gold were recovered from a secret bathroom chamber in Karnataka's Chitradurga. The raids are going on across the country. What is worrying agencies is the recovery of huge amounts of new currency. Ordinary bank consumers are not getting cash. But black money hoarders across India seem to be flush with new money.
According to government sources, 10 banks, 50 branches under the scanner. One officer of the Reserve Bank of India has already been taken into custody. There are several others who are facing inquiry. Apart from local police and income tax department, even the enforcement directorate has now been roped in to carry out investigations. Let's get you the latest on the events that are taking place on ground.
Over 250 crore rupees recovered in nationwide raids in the last 1 month. And the crackdown on black money hoarders has further intensified. The CBI has arrested an RBI official, K. Michael, for allegedly helping money launderers siphon off 1.51 crore rupees. It is alleged that he was aided by State Bank of Mysore officials.
It was reported by the investigating agency that he was recorded to be present in a bank branch where this kind of transaction was happening. Having known about that, the concerned employee has been suspended.
CBI also arrested a Hawala operator in Bengaluru, KV Virendra, over the seizure of rupees 5 crores in new notes. Sources say that officials of 4 banks, ICICI, State Bank of India, State Bank of Mysore and Kotak Mahindra, have been booked in the incident for laundering of black money. ED also recovered rupees 93 lakhs in new currency from 7 alleged middlemen in Karnataka. ED carried out a sting to capture the launderers with officials posing as customers. People were also held in Mumbai after rupees 33 lakhs were seized in 2 separate cases in Navi Mumbai and Thane. An individual with almost 8 lakhs in new notes was arrested from Rajiv Chowk in the national capital. Gujarat police also chanced upon almost rupees 20 lakhs at a businessman's house in Vadodara. Almost rupees 13 lakhs of the recovered cash was in new currency. While the common man waits in serpentine queues for cash every single day, this enormous cash being recovered from these people exposes loopholes and leaks in our system.
The RBI is now monitoring each and every transaction from the bank, so much so that banks independently now have formed their own task force which will be reviewing the amount given from each bank to accounts and to account holders.
A quick break. On the other side of a short break, we'll expose the rot in the system. India Today reporters went undercover. What we show you actually rocked the parliament. While the common man struggles for 24,000 rupees a week, which banks don't give, netas turn into cash mafia. They claim they can convert crores of black money into white. And this is an India Today sting operation.
Down the dark road of evasion, political offices turn into underground banks. Inside these nondescript buildings, representatives of designated parties are found to be double-dipping as brokers of dirty wealth. This is Virendra Jatav, the chief of the Bahujan Samaj Party's Ghaziabad district unit. India Today's undercover reporters met him at his party office, posing as businessmen seeking a safe hideout for their black money. Jatav was quick to barter 10 crore rupees for a big cut.
Minimum 10 CR कर देंगे.
लेकिन बदला कर जाएगा तो सारा 35-40% हो गया, 40% से कम था नहीं होगा.
40% पे हो जाएगा.
40 हो जाएगा.
कैश मतलब वो क्या चेक RTGS हो जाएगा या चेक होगा?
तुम्हारा 40 में हैंड कन्वर्ट होगा.
नगद कम नहीं हुआ है थोड़ा.
इससे कम नहीं होगा. वो तो 1 घंटे में निपट जाएगा मामला.
10-25 तक हो जाएगा. 25,000
नहीं बात करूँगा, 10 तो करा दूँगा.
You heard this leader of the BSP demanding 40% in commission for the illicit exchange. India Today's team investigates further. Titu Yadav is a member of the Samajwadi Party's Noida Mahanagar unit. Listen to the deal he offered our special crew.
अगर है कोई जुगाड़ आपके तो 40% का मतलब पुराने वाले नोट चलो नए क्या मिलेंगे कितने दिन में मिलेंगे 40% 45 तो कैश हैंड टू हैंड हो जाएगा अगर मैं 1 करोड़ दूँ तो मिल जाएगा हैंड टू हैंड हाँ मैं करा दूँगा हाँ करा दूँगा.
You heard how this leader of the ruling Samajwadi Party was ready to black market scrap notes ahead of UP elections next year. But several politicians were also found brokering the illegal currency trade right in the heart of the national capital. Sitting inside the AICC headquarters, this Congress member Tariq Siddiqui offered to introduce our undercover journalists to an NGO for exchanging their fictitious unlawful money.
हम लोग 1 शेयर देंगे और जो हमारे पास मतलब जो लोन मिल जाता है 1500 का ठीक है. उसके बाद अगर हमें लगता है ये कॉन्फिडेंट है ठीक ठाक उन्होंने लौटा लिया उसके बाद हम बड़ा अमाउंट करेंगे. ठीक है.
A former director of the Delhi Minorities Finance Corporation, Siddiqui was ready to go the extra mile to mediate a deal with another non-profit.
मैं एक आध और चैनल है मैं देखता हूँ अगर अभी मैं भी वैसे डेट शो नहीं हूँ फिर भी बंदा बता रहा कि मेरे पास है मेरे से कहा था किसी ने कि सर अगर कोई है तो बता देना मैं उससे भी देखता हूँ अगर हो जाए तो उसमें भी किसी खामखान जाना.
Next, India Today meets this man. Ravi Kumar, a General Secretary of the Nationalist Congress Party's Delhi branch. Kumar agrees to shortchange 1 crore rupees for a 30% profit.
कब चाहिए सर हमारा तो मुसीबत है आज ही करो. ले आओ सर आप ले अभी ले आओ. अच्छा 70% की जिम्मेदारी मेरी डिक्चेट सर पर चेक कटवा के दूंगा और बोलो.
But how will he organize the interchange and how will his check payment reflect in the books? Here goes his plan.
और मैं आपको ले चलूंगा अध्यक्ष साहब के पास इनको. अध्यक्ष साहब के पास. अध्यक्ष साहब हमारे 600 करोड़ के मालिक है. जी.
Kumar is suggesting a meeting with Kanwar Pratap Singh, the wealthy head of the NCP's Delhi branch. But before that, he spells out his modus operandi for the repayment in white.
तो एक काम करेंगे ना हमें ये प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज करने एक बात बताऊं इस काम को शुरू कर लेते हैं क्योंकि इसको नफी इलेक्शन भी आ रहे हैं इनको हायर कर लेंगे हम. हाँ वही इलेक्शन कैंपेनिंग के लिए वो सीए करवा देगा. हाँ इलेक्शन कैंपेनिंग बनवा देगा. हमने इस कंपनी को हायर किया है कि ये हमारे दिल्ली के अंदर प्रचार करेगी. दैट्स इट. प्रेसिडेंसी को देख रहे हैं इसको कैंपेनिंग इलेक्शन एनपीडी जबकि हम लोग करेंगे नहीं सर. आप मैं कर लूंगा सर.
The tactic centers around creating a bogus PR company and credit 70 lakh rupees back into its account as fees for managing the party campaign for the Delhi municipal elections. Now Kumar takes India Today's investigation team to his boss. Kanwar Pratap Singh candidly declares Ravi Kumar as his negotiator and proposes the payback in installments.
अगर 1 CR दें तो हमें 80 मिल जाएंगे 80 लाख. तो ये कर लेगा अपने आप. ठीक है आप इनको बता देंगे जो भी होगा जो करना है करो. और सर एक चीज और ये कह रहे हैं कि इंस्टॉलमेंट में नहीं सर थोड़ा किस तरीके से मिल जाएगा जैसे पॉलिसी आएगी गवर्नमेंट की. मैं अगर गवर्नमेंट ने जितना अलाउ करेंगे उससे ज़्यादा काम से करोगे. अगर विड्रॉवल जितना अलाउ करेंगे उतना ही तो विड्रॉ कर सकते हो. चेक से तो हो जाएगा. चेक से तो विड्रॉल में कोई दिक्कत नहीं. चेक से भी एकदम पूरा नहीं होगा. वो भी पार्ट ऑफ पेमेंट पार्ट में होगा क्योंकि हम
बल्क आना और बल्क जाना में थोड़ी दिक्कत होती है।
Now our team visits the Janata Dal United's Delhi office. Satish Saini is the party's vice president for the Delhi unit. Without delay, he sought banned notes in bulk to swap them with legal currency.
हम तो मिनिमम 1 CR कम से कम कर देंगे।
ज्यादा बताओ ना।
मिनिमम पहले एकदम सर देखिए किसी
मतलब एक्सट्रीम तक तो बता दो कि हाँ
10 मैक्सिमम 10।
So this JDU official is looking at the biggest possible transaction of black money. His commission is equally fat.
तो ये परसेंटेज की सर बात की, मान लीजिए हमने 1 CR दिया तो कितना हमें रिटर्न करेंगे?
बताया था कि 40 का है कुछ आजकल।
सर 40 मार्केट चल रहा है।
हाँ मार्केट है तो आपका उससे कम नहीं होगा।
30 मैक्सिमम मान के चलिए आप।
30 एक आदमी पर नीचे हो सकता है, नीचे भी हो सकता है, ऊपर भी।
और नीचे करवाना ज्यादा बढ़िया है कि ये मार्केट
मेरे हाथ में तो नहीं, मैं तो खुद फाइनेंसर।
India Today's investigative report lays out startling evidence of how underground banking continues to contaminate the nation's political system and democracy.
The government claims all the money that's been confiscated is being pumped back into the system. Printing of currency has also been intensified, and apart from that, the government is also encouraging a cashless economy. But India Today will continue to track the cash demons and expose the axis of corruption. That is all that we have for you in this India Today special broadcast. Many thanks for watching.